Yandra, and they will be able to see their whole horoscope. But even otherwise, you definitely might be knowing either your sun sign or your moon sign or both. And you can include that. Okay, you can learn what is best for you based on that. Shivo, are you here? I'll be introducing.
Yes, I'm here. Just 10 minutes for every zodiac is going to be too much. I don't think you can cover that much.
Okay, so shall we do it like 7 minutes, 5 minutes?
7 minutes. 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Do we have a Manisha? आप time रखोगी क्या मुझे time पे?
Sure.
He's my taskmaster. हाँ, Shivu.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you. और मनीषा PM में लिखने की जरूरत नहीं, जब टाइम हो गया तो नॉर्मल चैट में भी लिख दो. So we are all on the same page.
हाँ जी पक्का.
So I am waiting for Salva. Is Salva here yet? She should be joining soon. Shivo, shall we start?
Yes, please start.
Shivo, video on कीजिए. So, pranam everyone officially. Today is, you can tell, this is a project that is very, very close to my heart. It just brings in everything I love in life. And today we're going to be talking about astro styling, about shining the star we all are. We all have our star, and sometimes it's deep inside, and sometimes styling is a way in which we can not only express ourselves, we can transmit our energy, but we can also come out of our own shell. We can emerge from our own cocoon. So today we'll get started with that. First of all, I want to introduce Shivo. Pranam Shivo. So Shivo is the founder of Quanto Life, and he's also the inventor of energy matrix astrology, which really has introduced new techniques in astrology to the world. And for the past few years, he has been working on Astropower Yandra. And what is an Astropower Yandra? So the study of astrology is so deep. It's so deep, it could take years. We have found new methods to teach people, but still, it's a very, very deep study. And what we have discovered is that all the people are most interested in their own horoscope. And no one knows your life as much as you do. So Astropower Yandra was a way to take all the thousands of factors of astrology, combine them, and look at it and give you a raw score for every house in your chart. Let me backtrack again. Most of you know your zodiac signs here. Everyone knows your sun sign, right? Pretty much everyone knows their sun sign. What is a sun sign? It is the zodiac in which your sun was there when you were born. So let's say I was born, and this is a snapshot of my heavens, the time I was born. That is your horoscope. Now, where was my sun? That will show me my sun sign. Where was my moon at that time I was born? That will show me my moon sign. But what a horoscope is, they've taken a snapshot of the heavens and divided into 12 parts. And each part corresponds to a zodiac. Now, in all your charts, you have all 12 zodiacs, and each zodiac represents a certain house. So what Shivo has done in Astropower Yandra is that he has given you a raw score. Because, so many times we say that this is good, this is bad, but I don't know to what intensity. He's given you a score. And he has rated every house in your chart based on intensity and auspiciousness. Intensity means कि वो event कितनी बार हमारे life में होगा. How many times, what is the frequency of that dimension in your life? Let's say your fourth house is relationship with your mother. It's your luxury, how your emotional connection. So he's going to say that how many events based on that is going to happen in your life and whether it's going to be auspicious or not. Okay, so this is an Astropower Yandra. And so if you want to really understand your chart, make choices based on your chart, you only have to learn two factors. One is you have to learn what is the zodiac, which is most intense and auspicious for you. The zodiac is not intense and auspicious for you, so you avoid that and you learn to transform that. So the factors you should learn, you need to learn for understanding your own horoscope are very few. So he has really condensed that, crystallized that. So today we have several students who have gotten their Astropower Yantra. Can you give me a show of hands so I know if you have your Astropower Yantra chart? Can you give me a show of hands or write on the chat? Okay, Natika, Neelam, Lena, Rupali, Manisha, anyone else?
Mansi, is it something what we had done Shakti Sadhana mein where we had got those
No,
two
that
charts?
is
it similar?
That is different. Rashi has her. No, it is not. It is not that. It is a different one. There also we had studied the planets. This one has the zodiacs and the houses. So it is different. But so we have Sneha, we have Raghu, Sandeep, Ramohan, okay, Preeti. So we have few people. And in any case, you all know your moon sign and your zodiac sign. So we get started. So we start with, Durga, Raghu. Okay, Ranjana, so keep that on. And we will start with the very first zodiac, which is Aries. So do we have, yes, Chetan, about 15 people in this group right now have, yes, Lata also has it. And I really want to thank Shivo for seeding this whole Astro Yantra, and Chetan, Atin worked so diligently on it, and also Preeti, Rupali, and Mukul has been there, and Rahul. So we've had Sneha now, so it's a tremendous team we have here. So let's start with Aries. How many people, can you all lower your hands, and how many people have either a strong Aries, intense and auspicious Aries, or they have Aries as their zodiac and as their sun or moon sign? So you have Suchi. Who else? Dirgha has a strong one. Anyone else? So you can do the. So Manisha, you can we mute?
I'm not co-host.
Yeah. Atin, can you make people the co-host, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So, okay. So yours is, yes. So, Shiva, can you also get pinned? Can you also join me in this? It is best if, yeah. Okay. So Aries are, so what is the Aries story? We all know these are ruled by Mars. What are the colors you would associate? But let us also go deeper into what kind of styling it has, okay? So what are the colors you would associate with Aries?
Red.
Red, absolutely, right? So Aries is very much about go bold or go home, okay? Either show up or just go home. So yes, definitely all the colors of the flame, okay? Sometimes even an intense blue should work for you. That is not a color we normally think, but definitely go with all the reds, the maroons, the rubies. Okay, now what kind of styling? Now, Aries determines the head and the face. So bring a lot of focus there. Now, my mom is a strong Aries, and she used to be defined by her maroon and reds and her big bindi. In those days, it wasn't very common, and she would have this kadak, Calcutta sari and those red and white shank and those red bangles, and she would wear many of them. So you see how that was a part of her personality, her look. Okay, so include that red. Now, another hint that I would like to give, okay, Rupali, so you have a lot of intensity there. So, you can include that in. Now, another thing I found with uh, Aries people and people who are strong in Aries is that go with new designers. So, there's a neighborhood tailor coming up, or there's a new designer shop. And if you connect with them, then give them that opportunity, because you like the new, the energy of a new beginning works very well with you. The energy of when you're picking a designer, pick someone who can translate your inherent dynamism, because you're so dynamic, and also you need something that is quick. So even though you might look like $1 million, you don't want to spend 1 million hours getting there. So it has to be something that is, you can just get into it very fast, and you can just wear that look. And also, you have a natural need for movement, and you're very enterprising and you're very dynamic. So you have to be able to move in that. You have to be able to, if you have to go for, suddenly you need to jump around, or you're showing your enthusiasm and all, you need to move around. You need room for that. It has to be comfortable, and it has to allow you that. Another thing is, it also rules the head. So head pieces, if you're doing head pieces, and bring the focus on your face. You can do head pieces. If you're a man, you can wear a hat. You can, what else could you do for a man? And anyone, Aries who's a man. So sometimes I might get more into women to remind me, if you need, if I'm missing. So Preeti, this is what you need to avoid. So whatever I'm saying is because you have a negative score for Aries, this is what you need to avoid. Shivo, what else? Oh, see, so for example, Shivo.
Yeah, Ram Mohan is also, he also has negative score of Aries.
Yeah,
And,
so he should avoid.
he's exactly wearing the Aries kind of dress.
Yeah, Ram Mohan, can you show that? Shivo, आपका भी camera on कीजिए. So, yes, Ram Mohan. So another thing is that many men wear that tilak, or it used to be common like there. Now Shivo he's rocking the Chandra Bindi. So that again is drawing focus to your face. So that is one more way that you can enhance that Aries component. Another thing is, look into whether you are whether you're clean shaven, whether you're shaving, whether you have the beard and all. That is again very important, and Aries man should look into. Someone with strong Aries, you really have to, that can be your focus. Okay, your beard or your not beard. So that kind of look becomes very important. And Shiva, can you think of anything else? Like, definitely men can rock the hats, caps in winter. There are so many varieties of caps. Like, my husband has got a very strong Aries, so he has his, baseball caps, and he has his gardener's hat, and, so many kinds of headgear. And because he's an adventure sports guy, which is a very Aries thing, he also has beanie caps with rechargeable solar batteries, so he doesn't have to use his hands for the torch and all when we are camping and he's going mountain biking and things like that. So these are all ways you can incorporate. Any questions? Shivu, could you like to add something? Yes.
Mansi, I hate keeping a beard because 45 days it grew. I like to be clean shaven. That's good.
Yeah. So Ram Mohan, Shivu was just saying that your Aries is very difficult. You need not to be wearing what you're wearing.
That's I know that.
हाँ तो फिर कर दो.
Yeah.
And again, with Aries, keep the accessories bold and simple. You want to make one statement piece, not like everywhere. You want to focus on. Another thing with Aries is they wear their passion. So there is a clothing group called Swaha in USA, which has like all clothing based on chemistry and sciences, basically STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, math. So if you are a teacher and you have a strong Aries, you're going to show your passion. There are so many clothes which have very intricately, they are like the DNA. They are great designs, but if you look closer, you will see the science and math element. And these are the people who will flaunt it. So whatever their passion is, they're going to flaunt it. They're not like Scorpio might want to hide it and reveal it. So that is another thing with Aries.
Mansi, what to wear when I go for delivering a lecture?
So now we will
college?
look at what is most auspicious and intense. So when that comes, you tell me. Okay. So look in your APY chart and we'll do that. Okay. Moving on to Taurus. Do we have Taurus sun signs, moon signs? And do Aries people, does anyone resonate? Have they tried it out? Do these colors and these styles kind of work for them? Is this something, maybe we've said something new and you can include that next time?
Mansi, you
Yes.
can pick one. You can pick one person who has a auspicious Aries, and you can check out with that person.
Okay, so I think Dirga has auspicious Aries. Who else has auspicious value? Dirga, do you go with what I say? Like, do you resonate?
Yeah, Mansi. In fact, so earlier I would never wear bright colors. I was always into dull colors, like very beige, very, very dull colors, and I was never bold and out there types. But lately, last couple of years, I think I'm wearing. I like to wear bright colors. I like to wear bolder colors, and I think I enjoy wearing that. So when you talk about it, I think I can resonate it well. I like the reds. I like the gold. I like the. Otherwise, I was like a very, very plain. But I think now I resonate it more. So all these colors that you mentioned, I think like a nice bright blue, like kind of reds and maroons and all.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you need to focus on your face also, like
So
maybe
for me,
eyes
I'm
or the
into.
lipstick.
I love earrings and I love to do my eyes. So that's what I typically do now.
Think
And
about
I know.
hats. Yeah, think about hats
and
and
I
those kind of things. Yeah.
I think I think yes, there is a different confidence when I wear those colors. That is for sure.
Awesome. So another thing is, try finding new designers. Like if someone is starting new, see if you can wear their clothes and whether you resonate with their energy, because that would work very well for you as well as that person. Yeah. Yes, Rupali, I agree. I remember her quotes in Kashmir and all, and she looks great in red. Lost. So awesome. So we move to Taurus. So I can only see one of three screens. So if I'm not seeing you and you are asking something, just let me know on chat or. So Taurus, do we have Taurus people? People very with strong auspiciousness and intensity in Taurus, or it's your star sign, sun, and like it's your sun.
Mansi, what do you mean by auspiciousness? Because I don't have that yantra, so how would
Yeah,
I?
you don't have. So you would not be able to, you'll just have to determine by yourself whether it has turned out to be auspicious or not. Because that is a calculation that we have done. Yeah. Okay, so Nishit has to, so he's got very, very high intensity. Satin there, okay. Anyone else? Okay, so Nandini, Taurus is your sun sign, okay. Nandini, can you also come on camera? Like, because you are also a fashion designer. It's possible. Okay, Jyoti, okay. Yeah, I remember you also, Jyoti. Your Taurus is also good. Okay, so for Taurus, okay, now for Taurus, right, it's a very different approach. Taurus like very quality kind of classic pieces. So they are not about fast fashion. They are not about like, this is new on the market, I should just wear that. They really want to, for them, clothes are an investment. I mean, they will enjoy clothes because they're very sensuous. But for them, clothes is an investment. Like, it's something that you pay upfront and then it lives for a long time. They are very sensuous. So they like how the cloth feels against their skin. They will not go for cheap things. And they will not even look good in them. They need something like very luxurious, like silk, cashmere. They can even go for natural fabric because they're very nature oriented. They're very, attuned to that. And the colors they can wear are also like the best in nature. So it is nature in bloom, which is like light pink and those pinks that you see. Of course, all the earth colors, because they are very grounded, very practical. And they can also wear all the greens, which evoke the nature feeling. Also, they like to dress, wealthy. They don't like to dress like a poor person. So even if that they are middle, they have they are in the middle class or lower class economically, they'll still dress the best they can. They'll get the best that they can afford. And they're very practical. So they're not going to go overboard, but they're going to get the best what can be offered. So yeah, Natika, in what way it is totally initial?
So Mansi, as you said that, they will buy all expensive clothes, not like only expensive, but they have to be class sensual. So that is what he looks at, that, these are the kind of clothes he likes to wear. He doesn't buy many clothes, but one he will buy will be like really class. Ye nahi ki kahin se bhi le lo, aise nahi. So it has to be like that. Yeah.
And he will maintain it also, right? He'll maintain it also, right?
Oh, yes, yes. Everything that he buys, he maintains. And he's not like, ye fashion mein hai to le lo, nahi. Aise nahi hai. But whatever he buys, he'll manage very well.
Now, the one thing about Taurus, people who are strong in Taurus, now their necks are not very long. So they have to highlight the neck, but in a way that will not, it will work for them fashion-wise also. So there can be emphasis around the neck. So for a man, it could be collars, it could be, I don't know, bow ties, or because, you see a lot of bankers doing that bow tie kind of thing. And these people also want to dress in a very appropriate way for where they are going. So they will be like, okay, just because I felt like I'm not going to wear this to a field trip, I'm not going to wear this to the bank, like they will dress appropriately. Okay. So, Jyotsna, high necks, but they have to be careful that a little bit of their neck is seen because they have shorter necks. From a fashion standpoint, they have to. For women also, wear chokers, but make sure that it's a little bit longer choker so your neck is displayed prominently. Shiva, another thing is essential oils. So, the Taurus is a lot about how something even smells because they're so sensuous, right? So it's like all the senses, like I remember because this is becoming strong in my husband, like, whenever when he was a child, he would feel his mother's material and he would see what sound it made. What is the smell of the clothes? Certain clothes have a smell. And these people really gravitate towards earthy smells and maybe even like musk and things like that. But essential oils work very well with these people. Okay. They work very well. And I think they should include that. They should explore that. Aromatherapy works very well. You should explore different fragrances, different perfumes. A lot of Taurus people will not find a perfume they really like and they will blend. So you can see that also. Yeah. Okay, Nishit. So he's got really strong Taurians. Yes, Chetan, the new book smell. Yes, they tap into all those things. I remember when the Kalamkari things fashion had started like maybe 20 years ago. And I had this thing and my husband is like, it smells of ghee. And then I realized because I had got the hand painted one, they actually mix their colors in ghee. And he's like, I can smell of ghee. And I was like, tum kya baat kar rahe ho? So they're very tuned into that. And that should be a part of your accessorizing. Whether it's the... so all these things, try to think about all these nitty-gritties. So Rupali Salva said she was coming. Let's see. They have had a snow day. So they've had a huge snowstorm there. So she was just figuring it out. So, yeah, Rupali, can you give her a call? But I think I will. Maybe remind me in another 10 minutes. I will.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that, Mansi. Or if you can share her contact number, I will connect with her.
Okay, I will. There you go. I'm posting in the team group, okay? The team Astro Yandra. Okay? So just directly call her. For her, Scorpio is very important. So I hope she can join by the time we get to Scorpio. So, yeah. Yeah, so, Neelam, I think that you have some very good connection. Like there is a little, probably in your second house, like this is a little advanced astrology, but your second house has a very good conjunction, very strong conjunction. So I feel there is some Taurus stuff in you also. So even though it doesn't reflect here, I think your zodiac is. How is your Virgo, Neelam? How is your Virgo? What is the score for Virgo?
Yeah, I'll just check. 1 second. Virgo is 9.4 and 21.4.
So it's auspicious. So it works for you. So, having essential oils, it is not your strongest, but it will work for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.
Even I have a very, very strong sense of smell.
Yeah, I need to smell everything, and it is very important for me that things should smell good.
So, so this is how I used to, because I'm a chemistry, I'm my master's in chemistry, and when I would give my practical exams, we had like thousands of compounds, and you would have to find out, sorry, there would not be thousands, but there would be hundreds of compounds, and they would mix them up, and you had to isolate in order to determine, do various tests for the next 3 hours and determine what the compounds are. And I would pretty much guess things just from the smell. Like I would just in 5 minutes I'd be done, and then I would just be doing time pass. And,
because I'm called dog nose in the house because pados mein bhi kuch ho raha hai, so I get to know.
So I would be like, so I would hardly I was not very good with my hands and all, but in the first 5 minutes I figured out what is the combination of mixture I have, and rest 2 hours I do time pass in the lab. So yeah. So okay, coming back to Taurus. So that is Taurus. Again, they would also be interested in sustainable things. We will come more into sustainable when we come to the other earth signs. Shivo, anything you would like to add?
No, Mansi,
about the Taurus? Yeah.
No, please go on.
So now we go to Geminis. Do we have any Geminis in the house? Strong Gemini. Yeah, so Srivasav, so please.
In like my Indian astrology.
Okay. So so if your zodiac sign, if your moon is in one, sun is in one, please listen to both the styles, to both the inputs from both the zodiacs. Yeah, so Sandeep, this is for you because you have a very strong one. Who is the person who shared a very strong auspiciousness on it? Nitika, is that negative or okay? Wait, whose is that? So that is Nishit's, right? His auspiciousness is 74.
That's for Nishit, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. Anyone else? Okay, so Lena, you have a pretty good Gemini. Okay, Sid, you also have a very good Gemini. Okay, so let's come to you. Okay, so for Gemini, okay, so here's the thing. Gemini has many, many interests, and sometimes they can have many, many wardrobes. Okay, they'll at least have 2 different wardrobes, talking of, which address the at least 2 personalities they have. Does anyone relate to it? Lena is beaming. Ha, bolo Lena.
Yeah, I also agree 100%. Yeah.
Acha, kitne hai? Bata do, number bata do. How many do you all actually have?
I have lots actually. I think Tinu can
Lots
better
of
tell.
different looks, different wardrobes,
Yeah.
and
About my wardrobe, she was asking. Yeah. The Tinu can tell better actually.
Tinu, बताइए.
हाँ जी.
नहीं मेरे
हाँ wardrobe इनकी मतलब कैसे बताऊँ मतलब what do you want to ask like exactly?
कितनी है बोल रही
No,
है?
like does it have many wardrobes, like different looks?
भरी पड़ी है मेरे से मतलब मेरी जगह एक अलमारी है तो इनकी 3 है. मेरे पे 2 जूते हैं, इन पे 12 हैं. इन पे मेरे पे 2 ट्रैक है तो इन पे 10 हैं.
सही है. Okay, so Sandeep also has.
नहीं मानसी पहले ये बहुत हल्के कलर्स पहनते थे. अभी मैंने इनको ग्रीन मजेंडा पर्पल पहनाने शुरू किए. तो कौन से कलर्स पहनने चाहिए?
हाँ बताती हूँ. अच्छा Leena, what about you? Because Leena is running
Mansi,
her
Salva is also here.
Oh, hi
is here.
Salva. Hi Salva. Oh, so wonderful to have you. So, hi everyone. I want to introduce you all to this gorgeous Salva. She is an amazing fashion designer. She's a soul entrepreneur. And she is really building a brand that speaks to your soul, that speaks to your fashion, and it's your passion, and it's extremely fierce. And Salva is so happy to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It's timing. I know timing was hard to coordinate, so thank you for making it work for me.
So awesome. So Salva, we are discussing Geminis. And the thing is, we have created an Astro Yandra, and I think Shivo, do we have the Astro Yandra for Salva?
Yes, we already have.
So can you share it on her WhatsApp? Like, can you all share on the team, and I'll share it on her WhatsApp?
Atin will share. Atin.
Yeah, I just posted. Salva, check your WhatsApp. Atin will be posting. So, you already know your sun sign, right, Salva?
Yes.
Yeah, but we will be sharing something else. And can you all put it for me also on the team group so I can see her APY also? Yeah. So, Salva, I'm pretty sure what is most intense and auspicious for Salva? Is it Scorpio, Shivo?
Okay. I have a very specific chart.
So Salva, this is a whole different thing where Shivo has actually taken every single house and given it a number. Like he has looked at all the charts and he has given a raw score for every house based on intensity and auspiciousness. So, Sridhar, please contact Rupali. Yeah, if anyone is interested in having, it's probably Shivo going to take us a month to finally finish all the calculations, or would you say in a month, if people were interested, they could get it?
Yeah, we will start the new course, new batch in another month or so.
Okay, but what if they want their APY? Okay, so I'm just looking at yours, Salva.
APY based on whatever current stage, whatever we have developed, they can get it anytime, but it needs one more final stage is needed for calculation.
Okay.
So maybe they can still have it.
Yeah.
Or they can give their names and we will deliver it to them in a month.
Okay. So Shivo, for Salva, there are several places where she has auspiciousness and intensity, so she'll have to combine them, right?
Yes.
Sagittarius is high, but she has several houses that are intense and all. Yeah. Okay, so we come to Gemini. We already talked to. Yes, Salva.
How do you define auspiciousness?
Auspicious, okay. So intensity means in that dimension of life, how many events are going to happen. Okay. So for example, some, certain events might be very, very intense. Like let's say 9th house deals with foreign cultures and all. I have a very strong 9th house. I'm in a different country, right? I have many contacts who are not necessarily from my culture. So it is a very intense. Now, auspiciousness is how good it is going to be. Yes, events are happening in that dimension, but are they lucky, or are they favorable, or they're not? Because some people might come here because it is very intense, but they have a very hard life.
Yeah.
Okay. So auspiciousness is like how favorable, how lucky you feel about that sphere. And intensity is the frequency of events that keep happening. Like that's a very intense dimension in your life, very intense part of your life. That is where all your energy is drawn to. So we were just talking about Gemini, and we had Sid and Lena. Lena, you were sharing. So I was just saying that people with very strong Gemini are going to have multiple wardrobes for their different looks. And Sid's wife said that he has more wardrobes than even her, and she was just giving us a laundry list of them. And Lena, you were also keeping your hands up. So what, you were saying something?
हाँ, मैं ये कहना चाहती थी कि मेरे पास भी सब टाइप के कपड़े, मतलब वेस्टर्न भी पहनती हूँ, इंडियन भी है, और साड़ी वगैरह जो हमारे इंडियन कल्चर वगैरह सब कुछ मतलब सब कुछ पसंद है ना, अलग अलग है, और सब अलग ड्रेस पहने तो अलग लुक निकल के आता है ऐसा.
हाँ, यानी पूरा स्टाइलिंग के साथ everything is different, right? When you go for one kind of look, then the whole styling, everything, it's like you're a different person. We couldn't guess you had those other wardrobes in you. And for people, Lena has a thriving YouTube channel, and she just started a new channel in Marathi. And in 1 month, Lena, tell us how many subscribers you have? Or how many views are you getting on your Marathi channel? You're on mute, Lena.
Total 6.6 lakhs.
Yeah,
views.
Total 6.6 lakh views, and she just started 1 month ago, and she's just roaring.
Yes, thank you, Mansi.
So yeah, Lena, please experiment with all these looks even in your videos, and just go all experimental, and you will get more and more attention. Also, the Gemini dressing should be youthful. Okay, it can be trendy also. It has to be the colors that are good for you are colors that mentally stimulate people. So yellow is a good color, green is a good color. Whatever is the in color is good for you. Whatever is a more you want to dress, like everyone says dress your age, but here you want to dress your age but a more youthful. Like what would you want to have that freshness. We used to have that little ad, little ad mein wo, while it is a very water rati kind of thing, but you felt the freshness, the youthfulness in that soap ad, and that is what you want to bring. Even those colors work very well. Little ka jo lemony greens, the lemony, all those colors will work very well. And sometimes if you're a guy, you don't want to wear that color, but if you can include it through your accessorizing, you want to bring emphasis on your shoulders and your arms. Like, what is your sleeve length? What is, you want to bring attention to some embellishment there. For you, Lena, you can even do the armbands, bangles that you wear, show your, rings. You want to bring those in. Acha, abhi try karna next time. Acha, tumne itne pehne hue rings. You already won all these rings. Awesome. So Salva, if you want to add anything anywhere, feel free to. Yeah, you can jump in and you can share.
For sure, I will.
Okay. Shivo, would you like to add anything about Gemini?
No, you are explaining very well, so continue. If I need to, I will.
Okay, okay. So, accessories also, right? I feel like if you want to, like, your accessories should not be very heavy. You want to be on the lighter side. Like, it should not weigh too much. You want to keep it light. You want to keep it bright. You want to keep it fresh. You want to be like, right now my energy is feeling like that. I have something in my purse and I change it. So you have to just go, flow, change. Yeah. You can even wear, like this muffler kind of thing, but that is more neck, but if it's coming down. So you want to bring emphasis to your shoulders, arms, and all that. Okay. Hands. If men want to wear a kada kind of thing, that's fine too. Okay, we move on to Cancer. Who has a very auspicious, intense Cancer, or it's their zodiac, sun sign or moon sign? Can I hear from you all? Yes, Disha, you have it. So yes. Nilesh has it. Raghu has it. Okay. So, yes, Sakha, you embody that a lot. Okay. So, obviously, Cancer is the moon, so you want to bring in those properties. You want the translucent, the luminescent, the radiant, all the pearly colors, the pearl-like colors, the moonstone colors. The other thing what I found is, so Salma, I think, can you check your WhatsApp? Atin, have you already sent it?
I have yeah, I checked it. I don't.
Okay, I'll send it, Salma.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have number.
Okay, I just sent it, Salma.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So if you look at your chart, you will see that you have a lot of intensity in, the Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. So you're going to have to combine because your intensity and your auspiciousness is not confined to one place. So you will have, depending on different areas of the life, you'll have to pull in there. You'll have to, combine those things.
Okay.
So Ranjana, your Cancer is auspicious, okay? Okay, another thing I've noticed with Cancer is, you all do very, especially if you have auspicious Cancer, it works very well if you buy clothes from, vintage clothes work for you. If you buy clothes from places where you have an emotional connection to. So, for example, who is someone with a very strong, so तुम्हारा Cancer है ना, Ranju, ये सबसे strong, that is not the strongest thing in your chart anymore. Tisha का 28 है. So Tisha, do you like to wear like more vintage, but your Leo is also very strong. Do you like to wear vintage kind of clothing? Do you like to wear your mom's clothing or not so much?
Yeah, I do. I actually love it.
Yeah, so
I
vintage
steal
clothing
from her
should
a lot
work.
of time.
Yeah, so vintage clothing should work for you. Nostalgic. Also, like
but I don't have my chart yet.
Okay,
Don't
so
have
what
it.
is the 2818? That is Rupali's score or it's your score?
It's my mom.
Okay. So Rupali, even you have very good score. Now let's say Sakha, where are you originally from? You're from here. You're from Ujjain only originally.
Yes, I was born in Mumbai, but I'm from Ujjain.
Yeah, but even your family has traditionally been from Ujjain only, right?
Yeah.
So whatever is the material and whatever clothing Ujjain is famous for, right? Like for example, from Banaras you have Banarasi saris. From Calcutta you have that kind of thing. So
we have batik, bandhej and batik.
Yeah, so that should work very well for you. Okay. If your Cancer is good, even in the full chart, not just your zodiac, that should work very good. And Ranjana, what you said, you love wearing mom saris. Anything that has a, something that is given by someone you love, that will be very auspicious for you. So wherever you have emotional connection, whatever is either given by them, whatever is theirs, emotional connection to places you wear from there, all these will work very good. You have to bring that emotion component. Also emphasis on, your breast and chest and bringing in that. And this is true even for men. You can also include clothing that comes from your native place, things that you have an emotional connection to. We have Shivo, who is, who wears a Chandra Bindi, because even his Cancer is very auspicious. Shivo, would you like to share about how that you incorporated that look? Because you have also been experimenting a lot with your look. You're on mute, Shivo.
Yeah, so this was suggested by our dear friend Sohail, and it kind of, I liked it. And I feel kind of like I'm expressing myself. It's like I'm wearing emotions on my head. I mean, so very comfortable with my own emotions, everybody's emotions, and that's how people relate with me. They feel very emotionally close to me. So I feel that is what the symbolism is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to experiment more with this. Probably I'll get it in metal and with some pearls or something. Let's see.
Yeah,
How
Shivo, even the moonstone thing now will also look very good, because the moonstone sometimes has that iridescent properties of the moon. Yeah. Yes. So, and also, your family heirloom jewelry, or your family's heirloom clothes, they also work very well. So, for example, for a wedding, you might consider wearing your mother's sari, because that will be very auspicious for you. Or you can include that whichever way you want, her jewelry. And I know, Sakha, your mom, who is such a exceptional artist, how much you include her work. But see, if you can, in a way, wear it too. You can take those motifs, and if someone can screen print them, think about all those things.
मानसी, मेरी मम्मा और डैडी दोनों बाटिक बंदेज की साड़ीज बनाते थे, और हैंड पेंटेड साड़ीज वो सब मैं पहनती हूँ.
अच्छा, आपके पास अभी है जो आप दिखा सकते हो? Can you show one of that?
अभी नहीं, मेरा वो वाला वार्डरोब मेरा दूसरे जगह पे है.
दूसरे जगह पे है, ठीक है. आप कभी पोस्ट करिए, because that is exactly. And another thing I want to say, that Cancer is a lot about handcrafted. कि it has like personal touch. एक personal touch हो गया ना उसमें. Even if it is, this is very close because it's by your parents who are making it. But even if it is someone else, it's a more personal touch, and they want that human connection.
मैं बिल्कुल रिलेट करती हूँ, क्योंकि मुझे बहुत कपड़े गिफ्ट में आते हैं ऑल ओवर इंडिया से. मतलब फलानी आंटी, फलानी दीदी, भैया, भरा हुआ है मेरा वो, और मैं वो पहनना बहुत पसंद करती हूँ, बजाय इसके कि मैंने खुद ने खरीदे हों. वो भी है, बट उनके साथ में एक जो इमोशनल मेरा बॉन्ड होता है ना, भले आज वो लोग दुनिया में नहीं है, बट जब भी मैं उसको पिक करती हूँ, ओके ये मुझे मासी ने दिया था, ओके ये मुझे वो दिया था.
The people. Yeah, you can feel those people.
Yes. वो
because
बहुत
here
अच्छा
I'm
लगता है.
saying it in English, क्योंकि so the thing is that when you wear the clothing or the accessory by that person, you actually feel them. It's like they are hugging you. So Tisha, I would say any kind of necklaces and all that touch your heart, like that touch around your breast area, is when I learned Odissi dance, I realized that all the jewelry that we wear in Odissi dance, it touches upon a certain chakra. It touches upon a certain center of energy centered in your body. And even when you are dancing and you're going into those mudras, you are also touching and activating it, and then you are transmitting it through your dance. So Tisha, it could be things that hit your chest, like you wear a chain and then it reaches your breasts and things like that. You might even want to, yes Tisha. And of course all the colors of the moon, the moon is sometimes slightly grayish. It's like the it's not completely white, it is that off-white creamish, the color of cream. And sometimes there is a little rainbow kind of colors in that that also you can bring it apart, the colors of the pearl. So pearl is also very good for Cancerian people, and anything that comes, the shell colors, anything that comes from the ocean or the beach. Okay.
Mansi, can I ask a question? I'm curious about something.
Okay.
So how much of the emotional connection is items that are emotionally charged? Like, for example, this necklace, it was my mom's, I love to wear it, but how much of it is wearing things that have emotional connection to something, and how much of it is expressing your emotion? Like, I feel happy today, so I want to wear bright colors, or like how much of it is your outfit should be able to answer the question, how do I feel today?
So wait, can you share that? See, when I look at your Cancer,
yeah.
you know, your house, it is something that is, you know, it's not. I mean, it's not bad, but it isn't not the highest in anything. So I feel you're just wearing it for a connection, but I don't think.
No, I just love.
Okay, you're generally saying. Okay.
Yeah, I just love to understand, you know, emotional connection and clothing. How much is emotional connection that the clothing carries, and how much of it is that clothing is serving my emotional expression, you know?
So Salva, the thing is that yes, our emotion from day to day changes, right? Changes. However, we do have a certain personality. We have a certain, you know, in we call it like swabhav in Hindi. So we have an inherent nature that is always there. You know, our moods, our emotions can keep fluctuating. In fact, if you have people who have a strong Cancer or any strong water sign, their emotion keeps going up and down, right? But there is a certain inherent quality. Even the fact that your emotion going up and down can be an inherent quality. So if I don't know if that answers your question. Like, so you know, if you dress according to your inherent quality, then your dressing is in alignment with who you are. Because some people might be a certain way, they dress completely opposite. So when the person sees you, he's getting mixed messages. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, you know, we want to be in total alignment with who we are, what is best in us. Sometimes who we are is a lot of things. But when we dress in a certain way, we are trying to highlight what is the best in us. Because we have like shadow sides also, which are very intense, and then we have good sides which are very intense. And one of the things we have noticed again and again, people dress their shadow side. Okay. So for example, for me, the position of Cancer is one of the weakest in my chart. And Salva, many years ago, I remember going to Radha's shop, because you and I know Radha. I went and I picked up about 10 to 12 pieces. And I told them I'm going to come tomorrow morning and look at them. The next morning, I was talking to Shivo and I realized I had picked everything which was very much like Cancer. It was like the pearly colors, the, you know, that kind of flowy, translucent, you know, pearl-like colors. And even if I picked some strong color, it was the very light version. So I picked a blue, but it is almost like white. And I realized that is the difficult side, like that is the challenging side of me. And that is what I had gotten attracted to. It is intense, but challenging. So this is a kind of mistake we have seen this over and over again that people make. Does that make sense? That they dress like, for example, we had Ram Mohan, whose Aries is very difficult, and he had dressed exactly like an Aries man, you know, with all the reds and everything. So this is what we are trying to have people become aware
See,
of.
I feel, is it like I'm wearing my shadow side, so that even I am attracting more and more. Like
Yeah. When you wear your shadow side, then you are attracting those experiences more and more in your life. Absolutely.
yeah,
So true.
yeah. So if I wear auspicious one,
and people also experiencing that side of you more and more. So it's
Yeah.
a loop, it's a feedback loop that just keeps feeding each other, and you keep going on that, spiraling down.
yeah. So you need deeper awareness that if I'm wearing Cancerian, like which is not good for me, so I will have that type more emotion, emerging from me.
Absolutely, Yatan, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we move on to Leos. Where are the strong Leos in the chart? Yes,
मानसी
हाँ.
देखो कुछ मिला.
Wow. Atin, highlight करो ना please.
ये yes. Sorry, ठीक से focus नहीं हो रहा है.
Oh my gosh. So did they make this? So ये
हाँ, पापा ने बनाया था. he made it by I think मोम और बंदेज बाकी कुछ मिक्सचर है ये, मम्मा के लिए बनाया था उन्होंने ये।
Wow, beautiful, beautiful.
इट्स अ ब्लाउज पीस एक्चुअली, पूरी साड़ी है ये मुझे एकदम अभी
Wow.
हाथ में आ गया।
Wow. So Salva, this is bandage is a technique in it's an Indian technique, and her parents are very famous artists, Sakha's parents. Her mother is like one of the topmost artists. I mean, she was one of the topmost artists, and still, her paintings are just like out of the world. And she's an inspiration. She was a professor of art, and she was an inspiration to so many upcoming artists. And yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful, Sakha. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Yeah.
I also had a question. I'm sorry, but it's a very small one. I was just
Please, Ranjana, go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so we all wear a lot of my mother's clothes, and you know that mom is no more. So I had heard a lot of people say, and even like in one of Sadhguru's, like lectures or one of his, he was saying that we should not keep clothes of people who have gone. The emotions get stuck to you. So how far is that true, and how does that work on people who have auspicious Cancer? And should we keep
Ranjana,
the clothes, or should we give it away?
This is a great question. See, yes, it is true that when we keep them, we are connecting to their emotions. But we have both kinds of emotions. We have both kinds of attachment with them. We have a very sticky attachment, and we also have the love. We also have their blessings. So I would say that when you wear her clothing, whatever emotions arise, take that in your sadhana. So whatever needs to stay will stay. Whatever needs to go away will just leave.
Fantastic. Thanks, Mansi. Thank you.
Okay. So yes, so Leo people, who are the strong? I know Natika is an intense Leo. Tisha, who else? Where are my Leo people? हाँ सिड, आप लियो अभी आपकी हाँ अब आप लियो में आ रहे हो. Yes, Jyotsna. Okay. So again, a little bit caveat: if you don't have your charts, then I don't know really which is the most intense, but yeah, ascendant is Leo. Yeah. So so Kshitij, the footwear is especially we are going to discuss that for Pisces today, but we're not going to discuss it so much for others because there are nitty-gritties for that. When we come to Pisces, we'll discuss more footwear because Pisces is associated with your foot. But that doesn't mean that other people shouldn't wear footwear and all, but that's a nitty-gritty. So we'll talk about that. But, they can definitely, if your Aries is high, you can, have very bold footwear. You can include red, the red boots. If your Taurus is, we've talked about how they should go for investing in classic, high quality, expensive pieces, which last for a long time. The Gemini, very trendy, airy, light kind of footwear. And then for, Cancer, I would even say, if it has like moonstones or that kind of shells, or like, if you can incorporate that, that would be great. Like if you are from Maharashtra, you can, introduce Kolhapuri chappal into your wardrobe if you're Cancer. So I hope that helps. Keep asking these questions. So for for Leo, guys, definitely you all want to make a statement, and y'all should. Statement pieces are very much for y'all. Bring in the gold, bring in even many of your hair is like a mane, it's like a lion's mane, it's big, and let it be big and poofy and everything, like, that's your presence. Yes, so statement pieces, definitely all the golds, the oranges, everything in that family, yellows. Yes, Natika, totally curly hair, and let it be, let that be a part of your personality and who you are. Yes, Leena Masi, for you also, you had a very different, in those days, you had this Dinah cut kind of thing, and that was a huge part of who you are also and your identity. So for Leo, I definitely say have statement pieces, like that's what you look at. You don't want little subtle. See, if you're Gemini, you want little bit here, like how Lena does, delicate everywhere. But for Leo, you're like, bang, this is me. That necklace, especially that necklace, which is almost like a breastplate, which shows the warrior you are. The royal warrior you are. So definitely that. So do you all relate to it? Is that how you all dress, you Leos? You want the showstopper pieces, like really, like there, I'm here. So okay, Nitika is saying she exactly exercises like that she'll only wear one thing, but that's the statement. That's really what a Leo is. Tisha, how do you relate? Who else said they were Leos? How do you all relate to it? Jyotsna said, I think. Who else?
I always.
Yes, go ahead. Yes, Tisha.
I always wear like necklaces and stuff. Like I need something in my hand or something in my neck, like always. So yes, like that's some bold thing. Like what about the clothes?
Make it a statement thing. Make it a statement thing. So again, you want things. I don't think you want to go. You want to go bold. You want to go in all the shades of yellow, orange, the flame colors, and you don't want like too many things. It's like one. Like the eye should not be like, I'm looking at the sleeve, I'm looking at the head, I'm looking at here. No, it should go to one place. Highlight one thing, even in your clothes. Like, maybe you're highlighting the color, maybe you're highlighting the cut, whatever you're like, one thing. And let all the attention go there, not like every like little here, there. So if I was a very strong Leo, I would have this one statement necklace and that's it. Everything else is not calling for attention, just that. And then everyone's attention goes there. Okay.
So Mansi, in my case, I decide that, okay, which accessory has to speak out today? Is it the earrings or is it the necklace or ring, whatever, that one thing has to really stand out. I do it generally like that.
Oh, perfect. So you're a very auspicious Leo. So really go for it. What about the colors? Are these the colors you're wearing?
So off late, Mansi, if I have to see, orange, yellow are like favorite colors. Red is like recent favorite. Ke bas ready pen hai. Wherever, and especially if I'm going for something which is important, I make sure I wear red and with nice high heels. It has to be like real, as if I'm making a statement that here I am that way.
Yeah. So try doing that with a more red, like instead of that full red, go for red which has different tones, and try to include gold in it. Try to have gold piece, like try to include gold in your thing. So don't go for the red of the Aries. Even though your Aries I think is auspicious, but try to have a little more yellow and orange and see how it, like, have to have a signature color, which is more somewhere not completely red. So like what I'm wearing is completely red. So not exactly that. Try to experiment. Now see, in my case, I've tried to bring in the yellows and all these things. So that would work.
Yeah.
But तुमने वो orange साड़ी बीच में पहनी थी ना, that was really good, I think.
Yeah.
So in that, just have the right jewelry, the gold jewelry. Like gold jewelry, and it will work very good.
Thank you, Mansi. Thanks.
We have one more fashion student here. Nandini, are you still here? Nandini was here. She's a third-year student of fashion in NIFT, which is one of the premier fashion schools.
She said she can't put her camera and mic on a little while ago.
That's okay. But if she could put her zodiac, which is her zodiac, Nandini, and then you can see whether you can relate to that. Okay. Okay. So thank you. So now we come to Virgo. We have any Virgos in the house?
Yes,
Tinu is Virgo.
and
Oh, Tinu, तुम्हारा तो बहुत strong Virgo है. ये आपके clothing से पता ही नहीं चलता आपका इतना strong Virgo है. You need to really bring that in, Tinu.
So what?
हाँ, बताती हूँ.
Yeah.
So who else is Virgo? Anyone else? We have Virgos? Any other
And
Virgos in the
me, Rajkumari is also Virgo.
Yeah, but that is not your strongest, no?
No,
Rajkumari,
my
तुम्हारा Libra.
strongest is Gemini.
Libra. Yeah.
Yeah, Gemini. And Libra is intensity.
Intensity. So you kind of your work is like that, no? So you can bring the Libra in. Poonam, is yours also Virgo? Is that you put your hand up for? Yes, Poonam. Okay. So for Virgo, right, you want to have a lot of details in whatever your clothing is. Okay, Sneha, even your highest intensity is Virgo. So you want to bring in the details. You want to bring in the embroidery. You want to bring in, like, sometimes even in accessories, like these are the people who like to upcycle. Okay, they don't want things to go to waste. They are very much into sustainable clothing and everything. They want to upcycle and all. And I don't feel you do any of this. Their dressing is, so try that look. Try, yeah, because I can see it's not. Their look is more like, it's more, kya bolte hai usko, more modest. And so it draws people's attention little by little. And there's a lot of like for example, agar तुम एम्ब्रॉयडरी वाला या ऐसा वाला काम पहनती हो कभी?
कभी नहीं, मेरे को सिर्फ ये ना ब्राइट कलर्स, प्लेन और थोड़ा बॉडी फिटिंग है, स्लीवलेस. मेरे पे मतलब कहीं जाना होता है तो स्लीव्स के कपड़े ढूंढने पड़ते हैं. कुछ कुर्ता तो निकला है जिसमें स्लीव्स हो.
Yeah, so and especially like the waist shouldn't be very tight for you.
Okay.
Like
For Tinu Didi, chart is not sure. There are two options. So Shivo sir will tell which is right.
Shivo, both options mein, the Virgo is strong in both the options, and I already told her which is the correct chart.
Yeah, so Tinu also has a very thriving YouTube channel. So Tinu, you want to experiment with a different look. You want to experiment, tum kar dena aise. Sheetal, are you also 12th? Are you also strong in Virgo? Because your work is very much like Virgo. I don't know if Sheetal is here, but so Tinu, try a different kind of look which has more of the colors of nature, more like the it is a very healing look. Okay, where जिसको देख के लोगों को healing feel हुए, trees है, nature है, वैसी kind of green. इसमें subtle embroidery है कि लोगों को ऐसे झटाक नहीं, but लोगों को जरा आपको जाने, आपकी embroidery को धीरे धीरे सब कुछ reveal हुए, as this kind of look. I know it's totally opposite. Like अभी तुमने you bought exactly the opposite clothing, right?
I always wear this type of clothing. और सिद्धांत का भी बदल दिया. उनके पेस्टल कलर से मैं उनको भी अपने कलर्स पे ले आई.
Okay, Ranju, love you. So Tinu, are you game for a new kind of look for your next video?
Now when you are suggesting, I'll just try it out. Definitely.
Try out karna. How can you say for Virgo? So Virgo, right? Jaya, are you also strong Virgo? Another idea I'm getting of a Virgo.
Sorry, I'm not sure because my horoscope was made, but we didn't make it for the Astro Yandra, so I don't have the numbers. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember it.
Okay, but what is your sun or moon?
I was born on 1st October 61.
Okay, so it's more liberal. Okay, but we'll have to see what is this. See, Virgos can also they can get they can get clothes which are made by people who are using, again, sustainable, eco-friendly kind of clothing. Highlight that. Things that are upcycled, means तुम्हारे मम्मी का कुछ है उसको पूरा upcycle कर दिया.
I actually, when you're saying something about Virgo, it almost resonates completely with what you're talking, as if it is about me and my nature. So I don't know if that is why I wanted to hear it once again.
Yeah, and so they will, so it will be again a more modest kind of dressing, very nature, very healing, sustainable, upcycling. They will even, like someone is, and they wear clothing where they are, if they need to take care of someone also, they can do it with that clothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so they will not like Leo will be like, Baba, maine abhi ye dress kiya, main kitchen mein, I can go or not.
Absolutely,
Virgos
you're
are
so
not
right.
like that.
Yeah.
They like thapak, they'll put, even if they've worn a bhari sari, they like thapak
Right.
and they're ready. They're ready to work whatever needs to be
Yeah,
done.
yeah. But I don't know. I'll have to get this done by
Yeah,
Shivo for me.
exactly. But
Yeah.
it sounds like you go for it, and with your social work, even highlighting certain social causes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, be ready to, Tino, we'll discuss your luck.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking forward to more learning from the actual casting and the calculation.
And use those colors also that are healing and more nature, like more greens. Like I don't know if you all saw my video where I told this guy to dress like a tree.
Yeah.
Dress like a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
like,
I have
like even in a tree, if you look at the leaf, right? If you look at the leaf, it has so many intricacies. Can you tell it right from the beginning? From a distance, you can't tell it. Right? But when you look closer, you will see the different veins, you will see the intricacies. So that is a Virgo.
Okay.
That is how you should dress.
Yeah, except I don't know really if that is the right thing for me.
Resonating somewhere, it should be auspicious. You can check whether, when you do this kind of clothing, do you feel good in yourself? Do others feel good?
One question I had really was that I too have a huge collection of very rare embroidery or very rare weaves that are almost gone now, and so I have just supported some of the weavers I've picked up materials from them and actually tried and introduced it to other people in my circle, just so that the weavers can revive that art.
Wow,
so I've done that. So yeah, so I feel like, for example, I had mentioned to Shivo that his mom's knitted sweater so many years ago. I still wear it, I still own it, and I feel it's precious gift. So of course, upcycling, sustainable, all these are very much fundamentally in what I choose and I wear.
Perfect. I am excited what your chart reveals. Even I'm excited. And so I think you all have a good idea of what Virgo is. Virgo is also the people who might, not everyone, but who might also embroider and, create, once upon a time, women used to do that. They would embroider their own clothing. And that is also very Virgo kind of thing, like do it yourself kind of thing. Okay, guys, we move to Libra.
Mansi, I have a question, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Mansi, I have a strong Virgo, 8th house, intensity and auspiciousness both are strong. But I don't like green very much. And more, Indian clothes also I don't like very much, I prefer, t-shirts and westerns.
Yeah.
And green I don't like much.
Sneha, so maybe you can look at other colors in nature, but you want to see that green and you want to see how it affects, because sometimes we gravitate to a certain color just because it's more intense, or because of other subconscious reasons, because of certain patterns and conditionings we have. So just wear it, wear a more subtle, modest one, and even in sari jisme self embroidery ho, wohi color ki embroidery ho, and just see how that day is. Experiment and then let us know.
Okay. Does the moon sign and the sun sign play a role in deciding the colors or my ascendant?
Sneha, not for you, because you have the actual chart, so not for you.
Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Okay, guys, so we got to move on to Libra. So any Librans in the house?
Strong.
Lata, so you would go with auspiciousness in, you would go with Taurus and Gemini kind of clothing, okay, Lata?
So Mansi, mine will be very high intensity, but auspicious is 4.4 only.
Okay. So what about others? Anyone else? Yes. So Rajkumari, you can also listen to this. Who else has strong Libra? Do we have, because okay, Librans, in India we have these tailors and we have this seamstresses, and Librans are like a disaster for them because they need perfect fitting. Okay, So the number of people who will be like, this fit is not correct, and the symmetry, the measurements, they really have an eye for that. And my father would joke to me, when he would find this person is very strong, and he would usually do it intuitively. He didn't have all these charts and all, and he would say that, are you the kind of person who will go to the tailor and be like, no, this fitting is not, to fix this, fix that, and there was a doctor in Thana, and she was a young doctor, and she would come and she would just laugh, and my dad would say, because that was exactly her, and she had to, and there were so many designers who wanted to dress her, but she would have, like, she would keep bothering, no, it's not right for me. So this is a very Libra kind of personality, but of course they have classic taste. They are extremely elegant no matter what they do. Even if they are on the field trip, they'll bring the elegance there. They are sweeping the floor, there is an elegance in there, that kind of timeless classic, and yet they can be very contemporary. So this is really a fashion house. Like, all Librans are fashion houses, the colors. If you are Indian, then Sonam Kapoor is very Libran that way. They also have the knack of using accessories in a subtly different way and changing the whole look. Like, they are onto it, and they can also become trendsetters. Everyone can become a trendsetter, but Librans have this way, because when they dress a certain way, it usually will look good on 10 other people also. When Scorpio dresses a certain way and has a signature look, maybe that look only looks good on that Scorpio, not anyone else. So, okay, Kshitij, your father has the symmetry. Okay, so that comes naturally with Libra. They also have many shoes, okay, even for men. If they have a strong Libra, they will have many shoes, even in men, not just women. Women, though, we already have, but men will also have many, many shoes. Many purses, many accessories. Like, they want to, and they really enjoy. Like, for them, it is a way of, their body, and they are a canvas, and they want to keep experimenting. So, and they want very classic clothes. Like silks, Kashmir, like all these are really the high quality classic stuff. Really looks good. And for Libra, definitely, because they are strong in Venus, definitely the diamonds. The same with Taurus people. And even silk, it has that natural luster and shine, and that works with them. When you walk, it moves with you. So those kind of clothing. But plus, they can be very contemporary, and I think, like, they are made for fashion, and they really enjoy. Even a everyday Libran will include some kind of fashion in there. So Jaya Lakshmi, yeah. Okay, Jayalji. And anyone else? Yeah, Kshitij, absolutely. Okay. So it sounds very much like your father. And yeah, and they will, and another thing with Libra, they'll coordinate the entire look. They are not thinking this is what I'm wearing. They're thinking of the whole look. They can see that in totality. And again, the proportions, like, you will not see a Libran with, even before the fashion magazine said it, the Librans already knew that if you're wearing one heavy piece, the rest have to be light. Like, what element to leave behind, like, they will not over exercise. Like they are very balanced. Like, when they dress, when they wear jewelry, it's very balanced. Yeah. Okay, so that was Libra. Do we have any Scorpios in the house? Yeah, Kshitij. Any Scorpios in the house? Yeah, Kshitij is a Scorpio. Okay, any more Scorpios in the house?
Me too, Mansi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You've got a strong Scorpio now. So now Scorpio, your inspiration is what is under the ground. What are the gems? What are the things that you find under the ground, that you find hidden? One thing I've noticed with Scorpio, so of course they do very well with the burgundies, the dark jewel tones, the maroon, especially maroon, and that dark ruby color. That really speaks to them. Like the dark greens, you have ores that come from the ground, and those colors also will work good on them. One thing with Scorpio is, they are someone, when they wear clothing, the element of paradox and drama works very well. So for example, they are dressed very feminine and they have like a masculine jacket or a masculine thing on them. Like something with surprises, like they're wearing a very army color and then there is some lace in there. So they like ability to surprise people, very unpredictable, will work very well for them. Also, there are clothes you wear where you're wearing a jacket and then you reveal and you show a completely different look. That works very well. They are naturally sexy, and playing that up works very well. Playing with their eyes works very well. Smoky eyes works very well for them. If they are a man, then a strong eyebrow works very well. So really, you want to keep an element of mystery when it comes to Scorpio. Like that, okay, you have a shawl and then you like remove it. You have a sweater. So you have like multiple looks and you don't know exactly what you're getting. The deep green, you want like this very, very deep colors, very Scorpio colors. Okay. Mukul, so as a man, how are you going to incorporate Scorpio? Do you have any of those maroon burgundy kind of colors in your wardrobe?
I like green.
Yeah, but you want a very dark green, very dark.
Mm-hmm.
You want to try, but definitely try a wine color kurta, Mukul.
Yes, I remember you have told me before also.
Yeah. The wine color kurta, na, definitely you need to try. Every Scorpio needs a wine color thing in their wardrobe. Just try it out.
Okay.
Kshitij, you also, have you experimented with that?
Green color.
So Rajini, for Libra, no, all the classic colors, they look great in black. They look great in pastel colors. They actually can carry a lot of classic colors, like just classic contemporary. And for them, no more than colors, like they don't want, of course, you cannot put Libra in any kind of gaudy kind of colors. The thing is, for them, the sense of balance in a dress or in a clothing is very important. The classic silhouettes are very important. They are not the people you're going to see with the toned jeans look. Okay.
Yes, I agree with you. I am Libra and I see everything, even shoes, watches, belt, purse. I try to balance, means from shoes my belt should match, or either
everything should coordinate. Yeah.
Yes, either my shirt should match with the shoes. So like that I make balance.
Yeah. Awesome. Perfect. So Salva, are you identifying with any of these? Because I know you have your auspicious intensity in several of this. How do you? Yeah.
Identify with all of them.
You feel all of them.
Yeah. It's fascinating, but I can resonate with a lot of them depending on the mood. Yeah.
So Salva, your Scorpio is good in. So Shivo, which one would you say for her? Which one you think? I think your Libra is Shivo. Her Libra and her Pisces is strong. Would you say her Libra is strong? So Salva, are you very particular about the fit? I mean, of course, you're a fashion designer, but are you like the fit and the symmetry of things comes very naturally to you?
Yeah, I would say balancing a look.
Yeah. So even before you were a fashion designer, you were never like, I want to wear this. It had to be the entire look, right? And that look had to fit in with where you are going. So everything had to be harmonized. Is that true?
Yeah, it just was. I never really
had to. So you were naturally like that, right? Even as a child, like you would be like, so they are in complete harmony. So for example, I mean, of course, as a fashion designer, now you're thinking of the entire look, but even then, no, like it would just naturally come that you're thinking not just about your clothes, but everything. And then you're also thinking, where am I going with this look? And whether that is that harmonizes. Like, you're not going to wear a business suit. If you had a field trip, you would be like, dress accordingly. You would like, okay, what is the most, classic, or what is the most elegant way of being there and doing that.
Yeah,
so it's not like very intentional. That's a great way. And yeah.
What is that associated with?
It's a very Libran quality. This wanting to balance out the colors, balance out the silhouette. The fit is very important to them. They're very good with measurements. Are you very good with measurements? Like, you have an eye that this is not.
Yeah, I have to.
So many people with Libra, right? They are very good even before there were measurements and all, right? The eye also, they are very good. So they have a natural measuring capacity in their eyes. Like they they can just tell, this you need to take in like about a couple of inches here, you need to do this. So it becomes very natural to them. Other people have to you have designers who are a very good color story, or they're very good, but they don't have the measurement, then they'll depend on the seamstress or someone for that. That's not the case with Libra. It comes very naturally.
Yeah, I can do it. I can eyeball it. And be
eyeball it, exactly.
And it's usually right. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, good. Yes, Chetan, definitely satin and all. Do you have any favorite kind of clothes you like to work with? Like favorite materials and things that you like to work with?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be honest, I don't. I really think it depends on the collection and the season. And I like to experiment with a lot of things. So it's the creative process. It just I just intuitively go. So I don't have a particular material that I like to work with. Is that wrong?
No. And that makes sense because your intensity is spread out in your chart. So it is, you're not working with one specific thing. But I do want to, when we come to Pisces, I do want to address you, because there your auspiciousness is very high, even though your intensity is low, but the auspiciousness is very high. So sometimes when that happens, we are not including it in our life. And if we include it intentionally, the auspiciousness will really work. This is the area where we have to do efforts to bring it in. But once we bring it in, the results are amazing. So we'll wait for that. Okay, so yeah. So let's go to Sagittarius. Any Sagittarius people here?
Mansi, Ramoni.
Okay, Ramohan. Who else? I think even Mukul has a strong strategy. We have many people with strong strategy actually. Vali has a strong strategy. Dirgha has a strong strategy. Okay. So guys, for all of you, Sagi is all about global and about exploring different cultures and all. So try to have a multicultural perspective in your clothing. Like, don't be like, this is Indian and I just do that. If you're going for long distance travel, yes, Neha. So if you're going for long distance travel, maybe to a different country, or maybe if you're based in South and you're going to North, get clothes from there. Have a more global perspective in your clothes. Okay. These people, they need to have a sense of adventure, and you have to have clothing that can fit into your backpack also and is royal at the same time. Yes, Dirgha, you have that. So, so actually, if you're going to Kashmir, then try to get something from there, Dirgha, and incorporate that in your clothing. Okay, So, Atin, for you can, and the colors that work good for this, definitely all the oranges work very well. The purples work very well. It's a effortless royal look. The kesar, the saffron color also works very well. The yellows work very well. Again, having the richness in Zardosi and that kind of thing will work very well. Yeah, Lena, do you use so Lena, so you also have a Gemini which is based on travel. So Lena, when you go on a travel with Mukul, have him buy something from you from that place.
Okay.
है ना? License मिल गया तुमको. And Saji ko na, they cannot wear cheap things. Okay, they cannot wear cheap things. It has to be royal, but at the same time, it has to allow them freedom to. It has to be like, it has to not constrict whatever they are doing. They should get a lot of freedom. They should be able to put that in their backpack and travel also. Like, it has to be like. I had a friend who was a designer who had a very strong Saji. And you know what? She had come up with a very great idea. She was like, she would travel very light. And wherever she was going, she would buy clothes from there based on whatever was good there. And then when she comes home, so she can travel very light. That was her strategy. So she used to travel like that, very light. And then she would just shop from that place and get immersed. Yeah, she would get immersed in that culture and everything, become a part of that locale, and then bring that back as memories. And then that became a part of her wardrobe. So awesome. So we move on to Capricorn. Any Capricorns in the house? I got an insight for Capricorn.
My sun sign is
yesterday.
Capricorn.
Yeah. Anyone else Capricorn in the house?
Yes, mine intensity is 40.8.
And what is your auspiciousness?
3.4.
हाँ, तो फिर वो जाने दो, Lena.
Okay,
You have
ठीक है.
other things that are working for you, na?
Okay, ठीक है.
Anyone else? Yeah, Rupali has it in the sun sign, but okay. So this is the insight I got. Capricorn should dress for what they want to be next. Okay. So are you all getting it? So if you want to be a manager, then start dressing up a little bit like that. So their dressing is very aspirational. Their dressing is a goal that they want to reach. And they will also always dress appropriately. And they would, whatever is appropriate, they would go high end in that. So they would go high end in that because they are very aspirational. They want to go to the next level. And they wear very of the classic, the navy blue, the beige, whatever the business uniform colors, they wear that. And even jewelry. So everything is aspirational. They are not there yet, but they want to go there, and they are consistently working towards that goal. And what they wear is a reminder of their goal and where they want to be. And again, it's more on the conservative side. They are also a little bit like Taurians, that they want to project that wealth, or whatever they have, they want to project it. Whatever they aspire to, they want to project that. And any Aquarius in the house?
Mansi Abnaz.
Abnaz, okay. Yeah, Preeti has a very strong
Zodiac sign, huh?
Yeah.
Me
Okay,
also
you wear
Mansi.
one. Okay. Lata also has, Mukul also has, Chavi also. Okay. Lot of Aquarius people here. So Aquarius people, your dressing is very futuristic. I mean, if you want to be, it can be very futuristic. It can be whatever is it is not a trend, but it is going to be a trend. You all can catch it then if you want. Your clothing can be whimsical, eccentric. Like, it is, like, y'all can have those signature looks. I mean, everyone should have their signature look, but I think with Aquarius, it comes very naturally. Y'all want to be known by a certain look. These new colors that are coming, like, which were not there, like electric blue, or like all these kind of things also you can incorporate. You can have very, very trendy jewelry. If you're a woman, the like things like anklets and all, you should definitely include in. You can build clothing where you're just trying on something new, and because it speaks to you. But really, you are listening to your own tune and you should dress according to that. And it might be whimsical, it might be a little bit eccentric, but that's how people will remember you. And you like to be remembered and you like to be in that limelight. In a different way from Leo, but yes, you like to be in that center of attention and have that uniqueness. See, because if you look at Uranus, it has rings, but they are vertical. They're not like Saturn. So it just marches on a different kind of vibration, and you all should show that. So anyone from Aquarius can relate to it?
Mansi, this is the house where intensity and auspicious very high, both of them. Otherwise,
okay, so this is how you should dress. So you remember you had got your friend Asit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so his kind of jewelry or his thing was also very Aquarian. So low auspiciousness in Aquarius. Yeah, so if you have low auspiciousness there, then don't dress like that. Don't be like that whimsical and all. Wherever it's your highest auspiciousness, dress like that. So Abna is like, I feel that, again, we don't know your full chart, but I feel that you were sharing that, how you were like a son and daughter, and, weren't you sharing that you had a more tomboyish kind of look and just go with what's comfortable?
Yes, you're right.
Yeah. And Abnaz, you are a very artistic person. We have seen that in so many spheres, whether it be baking or like the gifts you give are so personalized. I think you should start this exploration of really having yourself as a canvas and then bringing your artistic side there.
Wow, I should try. Thank you so much.
Yeah, please do. I'm really excited to see this new you, and how you unravel. Anyone else? Thank you, Abnaz. Anyone else with Aquarius, whether you can relate or not relate? Okay. So we had many, right? We have Chavi. Do you relate to this? I think you have your signature look, no? You have a very strong look. Usually. We had Chavi here. Okay. Yeah, you have a very signature look, and people know you by your look, right? You're known by your look. Chavi has been a dean of a psychological university and institute. So yeah, Chavi, you have a very, very signature look. People remember you that. That is very much Aquarius. Okay. And Chavi, if you don't wear anklets and if that is more strong and intense, I would highly suggest that. Something for your ankles. Even for, I don't know, Shivo, what it would be for men. Maybe a little higher shoes, I don't know, which reach to your ankles. I don't know. Okay, so finally we have Pisces. Who are the Pisces in the house? Oh yeah, Preeti, that is very good. Preeti, wait, you are also Aquarius. Ek minute, Neelam, I'm coming to you. Preeti, you do not. Okay, do you feel you dress according to your Aquarius?
No. I am very much traditional or wo thoda.
Pura Capricorn, na? Full Capricorn look. So, Preeti, are you game for trying? Are you game for trying this new look, Aquarius look?
जब मैं बाहर जाती हूँ आजकल थोड़ा different try कर.
तो will you do it for your workshop, upcoming workshop? Will you be?
सोच रही हूँ सारे explore करूँ अपना wardrobe.
तो तुम are you ready to be my balika bakra?
But यार इतनी ठंड है ना, तो मुझे वो लग रहा है थोड़ा गड़बड़ ना.
अरे यार, you can dress warm. It doesn't mean that you know. Yeah. So we will experiment with that. We will experiment colors and all. Let's look at your wardrobe one day and let's look at the colors and all. Yeah.
बच्चे बहुत हंसते हैं ना फिर मम्मा ये रात को क्या हो रहा है.
अरे हंसने दो यार. Aquarius हो, you are like, yeah, I'm whimsical. Sherlock Holmes, that is one more Aquarian who would experiment with so many unique looks.
Yeah.
Okay, we come to our Pisces. So we have Rashi Jain. Hi Rashi. Hi Neelam. Neelam already has a Piscean background. right, is already Pisces. So yes, Chetan, you also, that is your highest score. Any other Pisces? So so Preeti, even though you don't have intensity, you have very high auspiciousness. So Salva, even you don't have very high intensity here, but very high, but you have high auspiciousness. Yeah. Thank you, Jaya, for translating that. Okay. So, okay, for Pisces, you know, you of course, see, I have spent a lot of time looking at the ocean, okay? Because that's what I do in San Diego and also in Mumbai. I've always been near ocean. And if you look at the ocean, it is different colors at different times of the day, depending on where you are. The ocean is different colors, and all those colors will work for you. So, you know, my father would always say that when you go to the ocean, see whatever is around it. So he would design clothes for me, because I'm strong in Aries and I'm, you know, projecting that look, but I'm also very strong in Pisces. So that is another look for me. Very different looks, right? But you can be both of those. So in the Piscean look, you know, when the sun is setting, if you look at the ocean, sometimes it's very grayish kind of color. There's a translucent, shining gray, and then you have the orange. So he would design my clothes in those colors, like, you know, which included the whole ocean. All the gems that you can find under the ocean, like, you know, maybe corals, even aquamarine, emeralds, you know, before aquamarine, emeralds used to be the Piscean thing, because it has a lot of depth. It reminds you of, you know, certain kind of oceans. You know, so you can include that. You know, your look should be quite flowy, because you're flowing. You know, that is how the Pisceans are in the real world. In fact, I used to have this sea green kind of jacket that used to be my lucky jacket in all my interviews and all, which was very different than what people used to wear at that time. They would usually wear navy blue, or sometimes rare they would wear red, usually navy blue, beige and all, and that sea green really, it made me feel really good. And now I realize it, but it was like a very lucky charm for me. Yes, you can wear all the colors, you know, the blue green color, the turquoise color, even the gray color, the misty color, and you can have that with whatever is around the ocean. If you want to wear pearls or things that come from the ocean, you want to include those motifs, but keep it wavy, keep it flowy, and you don't need to include all these keywords in one single outfit, but keep including as much as you can. Very ethereal, almost not of this world, you know. Very ethereal. You can go for, you know, like things that have many layers. They can be transparent. You have different layers coming up. So how do you all relate to that? Do you all wear these kind of colors and this? Yeah, Chetan, you like wearing light. Yeah, pastels work very good. So you want something that draws people, which is healing to people, which shows your sensitivity, you know, which is not so loud that your inherent sensitivity doesn't shine. Pisces, you know, I also think they should also try to include, you know, things that they are passionate about, the things like, you know, if they really feel for some place in India or Africa, and then you want to highlight that, you can bring that in your clothing, you know, so that you are, because you're very compassionate. If you can bring that compassion in, you know, someone is auctioning clothes for a cause, and then you buy those, then that even connects to your compassionate nature. Or there is you know, certain designer has done a tie-up with maybe a cancer research foundation, and they are selling clothes. So anytime you can connect it to a cause that you feel compassionate about, that will work. Like for example, you know, I have a friend who's very, very Piscean, who's very much, you know, we have these fundraising for cancer. She will like always include that when she's doing fundraising, bring in that light pink that is associated with, you know, with the cancer fundraising and all. Yeah. So emerald, yes. Libra and diamond, yes, you love to wear. So yeah. So how do you relate with it, Neela? How do you relate with Pisces?
Yeah, so Mansi, as I said that when again, as Salva was also saying that it depends on the mood. Like when I'm going for the parties, I don't want to dress up in these colors. I mean, the ones we talking about, the Pisceans, I usually like to go for the bold colors. But otherwise, yes, I'm able to relate to this quite a lot.
So the thing is, maybe one time you can try how to have a bolder look, but with these colors, and Pisceans are like that. They're very fluid. So they want to be, again, different people, not exactly like Geminis, but they want to, depending on their mood, and they want to try a certain, they feel like a certain person today, and then they are like that. They want to dress like that.
Yeah,
There is
exactly.
the fish's motif also, will work very good for the Pisceans, like all kind of sea creature, fish motifs. So peach and pink. So it depends on what is the material and all. Sneha. It can be a Libran thing. It can be a Taurian thing. It can be many things. But there are several of the feminine, more feminine signs like pink and peach, which is. Now, if the Aries person wears pink, it will be like the Jhatak pink. It will be the hot pink. That's what will work for them. Yeah. If and again, if the Aries wanted to wear a peach, or if Scorpio wanted to wear a peach, it would be coral color, coral kind of peach. Yeah. So all the healing, the softer, more feminine things, they will wear more pastel shades. Like, but again, Libra can wear most of the shades. They'll go for drama. They'll wear everything. They just want the right fit, and it has to look really good.
Mansi, any particular color for Aquarius or no?
Aquarius looks very good. If you look at the color of Uranus, that color also works very well for people. That works for even Pisces. It works for people in Uranus also. All the electric shades that have come, that can also work with the Aquarius people. The electric blue and that kind of thing, the new colors, the dhoop chow, they can look very good. Yeah, Lata. So that's a very Libran quality. The fit is very important. The silhouette is very important. And they always like to be classic. Like, Lata, you would have never gone with the fata jeans, the tone jeans trend, right? That would never, yeah. They'll be like, they cannot understand that kind of fashion. Yeah. So what about hair colors? So hair colors, again, you can include that in those colors that are good for you. You can include that. Now, of course, if you have more of the fire signs like Aries, Saggy, Leo, you want to include more of the flame kind of colors. If you have Virgo, then you're mostly covering your grays, or you're keeping it very subtle. Kshitij, I would for Scorpios definitely include the wine color. Definitely include that. And you know what, at night, it should be really darker. And the gemstone colors were very good for Scorpios. Yes, Namita, this is a very suitable color for Aries. And Aries definitely try with headpieces. Whether if you're a man or even a woman, you try with hats and with hair accessories. Bring attention to your face, whether it's like bindis or maybe men can experiment with beards. Another thing I was thinking, for men, there are many men who keep a pen near them. And I've seen a lot of people who have strong Leos can keep a gold pen in their, they can keep a gold pen in their pocket. I think this used to be a trend, and that would work very well. So, Shivu, anything you want to say about this? Yeah. What about watches? So, Shivu, watches, again, you can go with whatever colors are about, like for example, a Leo might go for the gold. They might go for the, more showy pieces.
Watches are very much Virgo features.
Yeah.
Virgo.
Rose gold, Mansi.
Rose gold. Rose gold is, yeah, again, yeah, that can be even a Taurian and all also, but it can be, yeah, it can be very Leo also. Leo is really, and a more showy kind of thing. Leo would probably go for more showy kind of thing. Maybe if it is Gemini, it might be more on the younger, youthful, trendier side. Yeah. And it might be lighter, while a Leo's might be more heavier. So backpacks and all is more for the signs that, it can be a very Gemini thing. It can be, yeah, it can be Scorpio in the sense that you don't know what's inside. Scorpio will not go for the transparent bag where you can see everything that's inside. Yeah, like for Scorpios, I would say what your inner clothes also matter a lot. You need to feel really good while wearing. I think everyone should wear good inner clothes, but for Scorpios, it is especially needed. They really need that. Because that power comes from inside. Their empowerment comes inside out. So, yeah, so shall we, so Shivo, what should we do next? Any questions? Shall we quickly, shall we do a very short invocation, Shivo, or what do we do? Or we just end? How do we do it?
Yeah,
Thank you,
of course,
Nitin.
invocation.
Whom should we invoke?
Yeah, invoke whoever you feel.
Okay. Thank you, Nitika. I'm glad it was helpful to you. Thank you, Rajkumari. So we'll do a 5-minute quick connection with our own soul and what is clothing good for us. So thank you, guys. Thank you, Mukul. Thank you, Aries. Thank you, Ram Mohan. Thank you, Rajkumari. So we will go into a very, very quick, yes, Jaya, I feel the same. Thank you. So guys, we will go into a very quick, like maybe a 5-minute invocation. Thank you, Rashi. Thank you, Chetan. So if you could, will you all join me? So we'll just ask, because we've thought about all these colors and all these patterns and the different accessories and styling. And so today, let us just connect for, hi Shatish, thank you for your entire family. So let us just connect to what is the clothing that is best for our soul, and let's go to sleep. And usually if you really connected, synchronicities happen. Yeah, so let us go into that. We are all ready. It's a 5. Thank you, Salva. Salva, we are going to go into a meditation for 5 minutes. Please join us if you have time. Yeah. And then after I announce relaxation, I'll just end the meeting and y'all can go to sleep. Okay. So shall we start? So I invite everyone, just close your eyes and connect to yourself. Keep your palms on your knees, open, receiving. We'll scan our bodies, observing the top of our head, coming down to eyes, nose, lips. Head, shoulders, neck, arms, your chest, your heart, your belly, waist, intestine, your genitals, your legs, all the way to the soles of your shoes. Feel your entire back from the top, coming down all the way from your head, your spine. And now feel your whole body as one. Are you able to feel every part of your body? If not, just observe which part you're not able to feel. If there is any heaviness, lightness, pain, uncomfortableness in any part, just observe that. And now observe the space around your body. This space is what is between you and another person. In here, there is the virtual space. But it is the same space that connects us all. And now in this space, I invite the Quanto vibrational field. Quanto, Quanto, Quanto. And now I invite you all to look into your own styling. Whether you do consciously or unconsciously or subconsciously, you're all projecting a certain style. What is that style? Become aware of that. What clothes you wear, what materials you wear, what are your accessories? Is it intentional or is it the first thing that came in your hand or was clean? What is the first impression you make when people see you? And is that impression who you really are? Is it all that you really are? If not, observe that gap. Today you might have heard different ideas. Is there anything you would like to incorporate in your daily style and living? And now ask the universe, what is the best way to express my soul? Express my life purpose. What is my signature look? You are in partnership with the universe to create this. So please be with this for a few moments. I'll be silent now. And if you're ready, please go into Shavasana. Just relax, and you can share the universe. You can share the universe. You can share with the universe that to please send you ideas through your dreams, through people you meet, through magazines you read, through television. Please ask, the number I'm getting is 72 hours. Please ask the universe. If you're interested, ask the universe to send you ideas through many different media so that you know what is the clothing and styling for your soul. We'll end the meeting now. Thank you so much for joining us today. Love you all.